This might be an early question to ask, but how do you define the success of this project? Like, has the engagement increased? Any data point, anything that you have seen once this new site is launched?
Absolutely. Our conversion rates are significantly higher than our previous websites. We streamlined the messaging a lot and streamlined our call to actions, and then Nitrous made that come to life.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Power Up with Nitrous, Modernizing an enterprise website for a global AI compliance leader, Regology. I'm your host, Soumya, co-founder of Nitrous, and I'm delighted to have Matt join me in this call. He's head of marketing of Regology. Matt carries immense experience in marketing field. He has more than 15 plus years of experience in marketing. Welcome, Matt. Welcome to this webinar.
Thank you. Glad to be with you.
Great, great. Just to set a quick backdrop about Regology. So, Regology is an AI-powered regulatory intelligence platform that enables organizations to automate and streamline their compliance processes. Their solutions enable organization to efficiently track and manage the ever-changing compliance and regulations that keeps on changing, and with features like automated legal document linking, real-time updates, and the uh, Regi AI assistant. So Regology simplifies compliance management for enterprise worldwide. So, and to be very honest, the data that we see about Regology, like they have 100,000 plus data sources from which worldwide, and 105 countries in which the global database of users, as well as laws that they take in. So yeah, so with 8 millions of funding started in 2017, Regology is one of the leaders in compliance space and is building on. So Matt, you want to talk a little bit about Regology, how the journey has been so far?
Sure, absolutely. So, as you mentioned, Regology is a regulatory intelligence platform. We work with global enterprises to help them navigate regulatory change in all the jurisdictions in which they operate. So I'm based in Boston, Massachusetts. Regology is based in Palo Alto, California. We have a remotely distributed team here in the US, and then we also have an office based in India. I've been with the company for 3 years, and we've gone through several iterations of our website. The most recent one being the one that we worked with Nitrous on. We were previously operating in a WordPress environment, and it was a challenging environment with all the plugins and the updates and the upkeep and maintenance. So we knew we wanted to move to Webflow. We reached out to Webflow for some recommended vendors, and we found Nitrous. So we engaged Nitrous on our website redesign project, and we could not be happier with where we're at today. We continue to work with Nitrous on updating our website as well as graphic design needs that we have at Regology.
Great, great. Thanks a lot for that. Thanks a lot for trusting your website with us. So before just I get into the details of it, apart from WordPress being one of the areas where we see that there are a lot of plugins, there are a lot of updates, and it generally hampers where our GTMs are not faster. So what was the tipping point where you felt that the old website was holding you back on the GTM efforts?
Absolutely. So we worked with a design agency here in the US to build out our WordPress website, but then we didn't retain them on an ongoing basis. So our small marketing team was trying to do the maintenance and the upkeep. And we were trying to introduce new interactive features and make our website more engaging and bring some of our product and our platform to the website. And we were able to do that with WordPress, but it required continuously learning new plugins, making sure they were updated, and changing our approach. So it was taking way too much time from our small team to manage on a daily basis.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. It takes a little bit toll on the development team as well. We don't want to choke up their bandwidth because they are working on product. So that's one of the main reason. And the entire Webflow ecosystem has been built in such a way that it gives the entire power to the marketing teams, and that's how it should be because they drive the entire thing. And one of the things that I realized about Regology and you was you were very detailed when you send us the requirement document. Like the goals were very clear. what are the things that were required out of us, what were the things. It was very clearly articulated and documented. uh, if I reiterate, the goals was to get an enterprise grade design language for Regology, because at the end the ICPs were enterprise. We wanted to communicate this compliance features very clearly to our ICPs. We wanted to have longer visitor engagement and have these interactive, as you said, interactive and engaging infographics. This actually posed a great question to us, that how do we transform a complex compliance driven platform into an engaging enterprise ready digital experience without overwhelming the user. So our approach also was quite different when we actually structured it, and having all those key metrics that you placed, we were very clear that we wanted to build a complete modular system in which, and a strong design system in which we focused and ensure that the design language is consistent, not just in 1 2 pages but entire of the website, because at the end you cannot have different looking places, different looking structures. So that was one of the key feature. And the second thing was to have a very balanced brand identity, the visual language in which we are balancing authority and yet approachability, which suits enterprise, and staying accessible at the same time. So my next question to you is, how did the new design system help you maintain speed and consistency as you created new campaigns, product updates? Was it has it helped you? Is it faster than your previous things? So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So with our new website, I would consider it a very lightweight, user-friendly website. They can navigate it seamlessly, with great speed. I think, with one of the other problems with our WordPress site was as we added more plugins, it got slower and the user experience was lagging. So with the WordPress site, we're able to work with Nitrous when we have a more kind of technical development need, but also, my small marketing team can update content, we can update copy, and we can make small tweaks as we go. So it's a great blend of, being able to control it within a small team, as well as, when we need a quick, more technical fix, tap the Nitrous team to help us adapt it and evolve it.
Great. And recently, actually, I did a website audit and score check of it just day before yesterday. And the desktop scores are 91 and mobile scores are 80 plus. Core web vitals are passing. After having all those interactions and interactivity in the homepage itself, we are still able to maintain that speed. SEO best practices, all scores 100. And yeah, that's a great way to look at it. And like, we are
Absolutely.
quite proud that we were able to achieve that results with so much interactions happening.
And I think we've also seen the improvement improve over time
Yeah.
since we've launched a little over a year ago now. Um, and that's impressive because typically sites will get slower as they build out and get more complex. But we haven't seen that, which is great. Also on the mobile side, our mobile website's finally usable. We essentially had given up on our mobile website with WordPress because it was just, too heavy, too bulky, took, almost minutes to load pages versus instantly. So, very impressed with the results on that front as well.
Yeah, one of the main things in that document was that we want to have complete responsive version of it. So yeah, so I guess that got solved pretty well with that.
Absolutely.
And one of the more important thing was that when we were actually designing the website, we understood the product for which you gave us the entire KT, how the product works, all of those things. So we, as a marketer, also you approach it in a very different way. It was more of not just talking about features, but more about storytelling through these illustrations, through this data charts, where the user feel more connected, and yet they are not just reading some text that okay, we do that. So how was the storytelling through illustration critical for you and your team?
Absolutely. So that's another area where Nitrous excelled. We brought to the table the copy and the content for the site, but Nitrous really made it come alive with the design elements. We were able to spend, relatively short amount of time walking the team through what we do in our platform, sharing demos of the platform and screenshots of the platform, and then having them really take that and turn it into a visual, engaging design and create some cool graphics for our website.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that was like the most fun part for us as well because we were learning a lot about compliance space, and we were able to articulate that. That's like a big win for the entire team as a whole. And the UX designers who work there, like, okay, the product is amazing. And we were very lucky to actually see the product as a whole. And yeah, that was absolute amazing experience for us as well. And not
Awesome.
just that, the visual elements that your product also has, like, we see that they're very good looking websites, but when you see the product, you see that, okay, there's a lack. If we see Regology product, it is built like enterprise ready, and it does have a very good user experience. That's what my team tells me. I also saw the product, I also felt the same. So it was a great win for everyone, to be very honest.
Absolutely.
And so one of the key things that I wanted to ask you was that how so when we were building the site, like we defined it in sprint basis, and we were constantly updating you that we have completed this sprint, we have completed that sprint. So how easy was it for you to track down that, okay, my site is going to be ready by this year end? Because for marketers, that's one of the most crucial thing, because we say that, okay,
Mhm.
in 2 months it might be completed, and then it gets stretched on for 5 6 months. So how important was it?
It was critical for us in our past website launches. We saw significant delays, and we were able to, launch this website on time. We did have a critical deadline for an event that we were attending that we wanted the website live for, which we were able to achieve. And then breaking it down into the segmented
Sprints.
sprints,
Yeah,
yep,
yeah.
was very helpful for us because then we were able to know, exactly what was going on with your team in the back end, and the design elements and some of the development areas, critically important for us to know, given the fact that we don't have that internal expertise on the development front on our marketing team.
Yeah. And so I have shared, so when we launched the website, I have shared it in LinkedIn, and the ones that who saw the website, they just did not tell that, okay, you have done a good design, but the way the story flows, the way you have structured the content as well, that how a user will not be overwhelmed by a lot of content right on front, lot of things, but
Mhm.
it slowly progresses. So the content piece also was very critical, that how your ICPs, even someone who is not into the regulatory field, they should be also able to understand, because that was one of the ICPs also that we wanted to capture. So I guess that was one of the important aspect as well in the content side of it.
Absolutely, and I think we have a great framework and structure for telling our story, and continuing to evolve that story as we move forward with the website.
Okay. Okay. Couple of questions. What was different about working with Nitrous, other than like how you have told right now? But apart from that, do you find any aha moment? Okay, these guys are doing good job.
Absolutely. I think your team brought to the table uh, a very creative aspect that we were looking for. It wasn't just the website or templated design. It was really considering our product and our need, and bringing it to life in visuals and graphic representation on the website. Past agencies I've worked with are very focused on development. Might stay within the frame of a template, but Nitrous, adapted to us, our needs and our requests as we went through the process.
Yeah, great. And this might be an early question to ask, but how do you define the success of this project? Like, has the engagement increased? Any data point, anything that you have seen once this new site is launched?
Absolutely. Our conversion rates are significantly higher than our previous websites. We streamlined the messaging a lot and streamlined our call to actions, and then Nitrous made that come to life in the design and layout of the site. So, our ability, we use HubSpot, and our ability to convert with HubSpot forms has certainly increased over the way that we previously had our website designed and laid out within WordPress with the Webflow site that the team designed for us.
Great, great. Okay, so that will bring us to the close of this webinar. Thanks a lot for joining in.